So now let's go to freeimages.com, my favorite site for the free images, and let's just simply look for the image, weight loss, and you know, this is an image we like. We used it before, we can use it right now for the image for the blog post. So click on it. Obviously you'll probably need an account with that free images, and it's free, so that's great. And you know, standard restrictions apply is something that you will like, so that's great. And just click on the image to download, you know. And it's in a huge resolution, so we'll have to scale it down, but then, you know, it's all good. Right click, save image as. Okay, cool, go to whatever folder you have, and I propose you create a folder in your online business on your hard drive called blog posts, and here just save it as our keyword. I have it in the memory. So actually this is our keyword, right? So in order to use the power of SEO, we have to delete all the white spaces from it. Kind of like this. You see what I'm doing there? Save. So now go to that folder, blog posts, and then open this with your image editor. In my case, it's gonna be Photoshop. In your case, it could be something free. It could be Paint. It could be GIMP. There are many great free image processing applications, but I just like to stick with what I know and what's the best for me. So Photoshop is a great option, and if you're serious about this, why not use the best software out there? And an image size, okay, let me come back because I'm just doing things automatically. Okay, so here is our image. So what I want to do is I want to scale it down. Okay, let me just Control A and Control X. That way I just cut it all out and I have the empty canvas. So my image is in the memory. Now I can simply do the image size, and I can enter the pixels here. So I want to make a rectangle. How about making it 250 by 250? Actually, yeah, that sounds like a good size. Maybe 300. Let's say this is going to be the size of our blog post thumbnails. And here Control minus and Control plus zooms in and out. Control V. Okay, Control T. So Control V and Control T, and now Control T we can actually scale that image. So if you hold Shift, you're gonna scale it uniformly in both directions. You can move it around by dragging it. And Control plus will zoom in, and you know, you can position it, and there we are. It looks perfect. So you know, sometimes I like to add some like borders around my image, and there's a quick way to do this. Create a new layer here, then use your fill tool, fill it white, and then here go to blending options and use stroke, and then here use insight, and here we are. There is like this black border around the image. You can choose the size of it. There's a bunch of stuff you can do. I kind of like, you know, having it green, and you can also add like inner glow. Switch this to normal. Here choose like maybe a green color, and choose the size to be a little bigger, and you can get that little bit of a glow inside. And yeah, that's good for now. You know, you can play with those and really like get crazy stuff going on. But that's all I want. And then here now, because this is our top layer, we want it to multiply with the bottom one. And that way, you know, if it's set to multiply here, it's gonna multiply with the image below and it's gonna come out on top. So here's our perfect, beautiful blog thumbnail picture. Sometimes you can just write some text on it, like, you know, some readers, when they see an image, it's not clear enough. You can write how to stay motivated to lose weight. And then obviously that font needs to be scaled a little bit. And then you can move it and, you know, you can like place it wherever you want. You can do something like this. You can format the font. Seems like I made a typo there, so I'm gonna use that tool again, click on it and then delete, shift. You know, maybe you can bold it. There is a bunch of options here. Where are those options? Regular, bold. Perfect. Doesn't look too good, but you know, it's just for the sake of showing you how to do this. Maybe look better if we just move this one down. You know, you can use your cursors to move it pixel by pixel. Then you can also move your apple. You can scale your apple. Maybe like this will be better. You know, we don't want to get too picky, but we gotta make it professional. And now, since I think it's all good, then let's just save it as. And we're gonna choose JPEG. JPEG is the best format. And we can actually override this one. Yes, okay. And it's all good. So now here is our image. If we just open it with Windows Photo Viewer, it looks like this. It's great. So we can now upload it to our blog. So go to our blog. Here's our editor. And so what you can do, you can enter it maybe here, add media, upload files, select files, upload. Perfect. And now insert into post. And here we are, and there's a bunch of stuff we can do. If you click on that small pencil here, you can format it. You can like put it to right. You can make it a thumbnail. But I like to keep it big for now. And there's a bunch of stuff you have to do. For example, here, you should enter your keyword again. Tips on staying motivated to lose weight. That's our keyword, right? Paste it here, and then, you know, you can do things like this again. Image or skinny apple, whatever, right? But as long as you include your keyword, it's gonna improve your SEO. And then link to, you could like, you know, put a link so that it opens in the new window when they click it, but I don't think there's a point for that, so let's do link none for now. And update. And here we are. Here is our CEO image. Let's update and let's see how it looks in here. Enter. It looks alright. You could format it, you could like, you know, move it up or down, and there's a bunch of stuff you can do. Maybe we can just, you know, have it like if we cut this one out, and then update. Let's see how it looks now. So we kind of have it there. Starting here, and then here we can paste our amazing header. Now we have to format it again. It's just, it's just a way of flipping things around. But then we lose the formatting, so we kind of have to do it again. Let's update, let's see. You just gotta like play with it and really like try to make it work. Right now it seems like it's not really working. Okay, I'm actually thinking I'll make it smaller. We can use like a thumbnail. And then what we can do, we can again cut this guy out, backspace, we'll move it back, and then paste this guy here. And that looks perfect, that looks amazing. So now let's just do our formatting again, bold it, hitting one somehow. I think it's the style for this particular template. It just does something weird. That's okay, we can just delete our image. And then we're gonna edit again. Let's do it here. Click it, insert into post. And again, we're gonna set it to right, we're gonna set it to thumbnail. We're gonna paste our keyword, skinny apple. And actually, we can link to the media file because it's a thumbnail, so if they click on it, it's gonna be bigger. And so here we are. Here is our image. If we update, let's see how it looks on the blog. Well, it's definitely looking better. I think that will work for now. I mean, there is like millions of ways to format it using CSS and HTML, but I just want you to get the point. We're gonna cover this in our other training programs, how to really make it look good and how to format it all, but I just want to like show you the quick way to do those things. That's a nice music, my alarm clock. Anyhow, this is how you format the blog. You can also add a bunch of images, in your between your text blocks, and I highly encourage that. You can again play with that placement, like left, right, center, and again try to use this keyword in the name of the image, in the alternate text, and whenever possible. But at the same time, try to keep it all reasonable. And like they also say, it's good to end your blog post with your keyword. So we can just do this. This concludes an article about, the article. This concludes the article about. And here is like, your keyword bold again. You can make it bold, underlined, and it's just like a neat way to do this and use your keyword in the end of the article again. But yeah, this is pretty much the idea. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna format it all, I'm gonna insert keywords into this, and then you'll be able to see the final form of this article for reference, But pretty much this is how it's done. So for now, let's just leave it at this, and let's see how it looks right now. That's how it looks on our blog. And the problem is that right now this is not accessible from our main page. So if we go here, then obviously all you see is your main page, but there's no link to your blog. And this is something that we don't want to happen. We actually need a link here to our blog, because we want the people who visit our page. Obviously this is a squeeze page, so the more links it has, the less the conversion would be. But I think it would be nice to have that option to see that blog, and you know, so that people can actually access it. I mean, obviously they're gonna access it from the search engine. So like if you just go to view posts, that's what they will see. And then they can come to your welcome page, right? But then what if they want to read more, and you know, they want to actually evaluate whether you're a valuable source or not. So let's just do this right now. Let's go to posts, categories. Actually, we don't really need the categories because what we're writing is the weight loss. You could add categories, and then in your post you can edit it. So here, like for example, if you click on this, you could probably choose which category it goes to. Right now it's uncategorized. So let's just leave it at that, but it's really up to you. If you, let's say, you're writing about weight loss and nutrition, then one category would be weight loss, one would be nutrition, and you can make different links on your blog, but for now let's just leave it at that. And then let's go to appearance menus. And let's change that menu. So for example, the welcome page, I don't really like that title. It's kind of confusing. I think it would be best to maybe actually make it even crazier. Let's name it free book, free weight loss book. Now this, you know, this will be more encouraging for people. So now if you refresh this article, like let's say they stumbled on your article in the internet, and then if they see this, then, you know, if they click it, then they're going to be brought here, and here is this quiz page where they actually can get this free book. So it's definitely looking much more encouraging for them. And then here, let's just add another one for this blog, as I promised. So here you can go categories, uncategorized, and then add to menu. And that should list all your blogs pretty much. Here you can choose different categories, you know. But navigation label, I suggest you do blog archive or blog posts or something like that, you know. Maybe just do blog. Could be also a good idea. And so now if you refresh your page, here's your blog, right? And if you click on it, then perfect. Here we see that that blog, and it's actually showing the whole thing, which is not the best. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to edit our blog post, and here we have to use that insert read more tag. So I just clicked it, and then as you see, go to the text, and you see that it added this small tag here, and that's actually going to cut off our blog. So if we do update right now, what's going to happen is blog, and here is our shortcut. So this is how it's going to show, and this is really great. So now if you click on continue reading, then it's going to open the whole article. See, so this is how it looks when they actually stumble upon the whole blog. but in that blog categories it's gonna look like this, a little shortened. So this is a great way to really start the whole thing going and start blogging. And there's another things I want to show you. You know, sometimes, maybe not in this case, but sometimes it's nice to have like a list of your blogs showing on your main page, so that it changes a lot and so that it gets relisted in the Google and other search engines. So you could actually like use that plugin that we installed before and like have it update your main page with like the latest blog posts. And let's do it right now. So let's go to pages right now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add your post to the page, and then let's open your welcome page. Let's go to visual, and here at the bottom there is something that we could enter at the bottom of the page. We're going to use that plugin called posts in page, right? So let's click on it. Actually, let's middle click on it. That way you can open it in a new tab. And then this is the description how to use it. So this is you know, like I like to use this one. It just, this command will add posts to the page, and it's just gonna show the latest 5 posts. So just copy it from there and paste it here, and here's your command. And here you can write something like featured blog posts, and then again you can use headings, bold and stuff, you know, to format it nicely. You can also center it, and if you update it, let's see how it looks in our actual website. So this is how it looks. Actually, I think in this case, because the formatting is not ideal, I think it'll be better to just make it bigger and move it to the right and add some space before it. So let's do it right now. I just want to show you everything, but the time is limited. Let's use heading 1. Let's do, you know, more space, and then here let's go to the text. Let's go to the bottom, and then again we're going to use that CSS trick, the styling trick. So, oh, actually you already see it has text align justify. So now we can just enter font size, and then let's say 36 points and column. If you don't have that style text aligned, then you just have to write style equals and font size like we did before. I hope you can wrap your head around it. Let's update, and let's see how it looks right now. Okay, that's a little too big, I would say. Let's go back and edit it. Let's make it smaller. How about we make it like 20 points? That should be good. Maybe 24. Let's risk it. Let's try 24. Hopefully it's not going to be that enormous. Yes, it's still a little big. I think it's too big. 20 was a good call. I don't know why I didn't listen to myself, you know. Sometimes the intuition cannot be ignored. Here, actually, you can write some code like BR to add some space before it, if you know how to code. And I just showed you, so you know. 3 line breaks. Let's see how it's going to look right now. Here, finally, sweet. So here we are. Well, 3 is a little too much. Sorry, I'm so picky, but it's just because of my backgrounds. I used to study graphic design, so just cannot let it go, you know. Update, and now it's gonna be perfect, believe me. Oh yeah, looks great. So here we are, and here is how it looks. You know, it looks pretty good. The more blog posts you have, the more will show here. You know, you can format it, you can like use different colors. There is millions of things you can do. You can put it in a box, you can like, you know, show images, but this is far beyond the scope of this tutorial. I don't want to bore you to death, and I'm sure there will be more tutorials available on this website on Reset Your Existence. Just, you know, stay tuned and maybe sign up for our newsletter, and we'll keep you updated when we have new training coming out. But for now, you already have something that could start working. So you actually have like a welcome page, you know, with an opt-in form, and you have a blog. And right now, all you have to do is just keep blogging and keep posting those blogs, and you know, people will come eventually. It usually takes around 2 months to really create your audience. But this is the greatest method for traffic, I think, and for creating your content. And you can recycle this content, use it in your emails, and you know, it's something actually happening right here. Obviously, this could all look much better. The welcome page could be formatted much better. It has some colorful images, some headings, some sales letter here, like some like really nice techniques, you know, to motivate your viewer. It could even have a video here, but this is all far beyond the scope of this tutorial. I just want to show you the basics so you understand the mechanics of it. So with this, I'm going to close this tutorial, and in the next one, we're actually going to maybe keep going on this. We're going to remove the search bar here because it just doesn't fit in here. And we're going to use that blog post we created. We're going to recycle it and use it in our Aweber to convert it into a follow-up message. And that way you're going to save yourself some time. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to find a product on ClickBank, and we're going to promote it in our sales letter. And you know, that should pretty much build your first sales funnel. I mean, this is just the basics. There'll be more, but this is like all the information you need to really understand the system, and this is about understanding the system. So yeah, I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any questions. Like, I always encourage people to leave comments under my videos, and you know, check my blog posts and check my newsletter, and there is more information coming, that's for sure. So yeah, have a great week and stay tuned. Cheers.